Hello? Hello? Can you put this one up? Yeah. Huh? Test? Yeah. Okay, can I have this one? We're going to be moving around, that's why. Okay. Please stay as far forward as possible. We don't bite, trust me, unless you ask us to. Yes. Andrian. Ah, there. Here.
Yep. I'm next. Cool. 1 minute.
Can everybody sit closer to the front? Like, just jump over the chair in front of you. All come together. It's next to your friends. I hope they're for your friends. Ouch. Thank you for the example that these wonderful kids are giving. Thank you. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. You're our most valued people here. Andrew, come like more here too. Don't be afraid. Ready?
Yeah, I'll just wait till I'm sitting down. Do I maneuver this as well? I
We've
get.
got to use this for the presentation. Who's running here? That's Sarah.
I'll do the slides and you guys can push over into the middle.
Yeah. Okay, that
What
works.
about your mic? Your mic?
Yeah.
Can you, number 3. Hello, number 3.
Who stay in the middle?
3. Number 3. Hello? Yeah.
Stay in the middle.
Here you go.
All three here.
That's number 3.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Just like stand for the staircase.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Everybody, please take your seats. Teachers, you're welcome to take seats too. Staff as well.
Okay, so welcome everyone. Today we're here to celebrate the hard works done by each of the service groups this semester. So as you may or may not know, there are 14 service groups here at OSC, and every secondary student is working hard in their chosen service group. And even through the pandemic, when we were at home and couldn't physically interact with each other, services kept on going. Students came up with innovative and effective ways to continue to help and give back to the community and the environment on a local scale.
Yeah, since we've been back on campus, service has started to thrive. And if you walk around on Thursdays after school, you can get a sense of what amazing work is being done and the high level of engagement. Most of you are involved in service on Thursday afternoons, so you probably don't get a chance to see what's actually happening. The aim of this service assembly is to celebrate all the good things that's happening at school. Today, the service groups will showcase the achievements they've made and share and inspire the community to keep growing the service program and also to keep doing service throughout the holidays.
Service means taking an active part in the community. It's an opportunity to have a positive impact on the lives of others. We have the opportunity and also the responsibility right here in our privileged school to help those around us. Now, our role is to bridge gaps, make connections, find out what the real needs are of the community, and take meaningful steps to help. Among other service work, we want students from local schools to come to OSC during service and share our beautiful campus with its fields, gym, library, pool, cafeteria, and basketball courts to give people with less opportunities a share in ours. This is service. It's engaging with real issues, real people, communities, animals, and the environment. It's about doing our part to help and contribute to those around us, because it is good to do good. Now, we will be introducing our service groups to you guys one at a time. So please give your heartiest round of applause to them, and let's do an interesting thing to keep you all entertained and to keep your attention on the people performing. I'm randomly going to ask you questions based on the service groups you just heard. And there's a prize in it for you, which Andrian will give to you if you are the first person to stand up and answer correctly. So, keep on your toes.
Okay, so just a reminder for each of the service groups presenting, we're sort of, we got to think about time, so can you stick your presentations to around 5 minutes long? That'd be amazing. So first up, we have Care for Paws.
Hello, we are the OSC Care for Paws. My name is Mai,
And I'm Molly.
and we are 2 out of the 3 service leaders of Care for Paws.
So our goal as a service for OSC is to help street dogs and cats in our community around Sri Lanka.
And one of the things that we do is sterilization camps. Unfortunately, we couldn't do one this semester, but what we do is we sterilize these stray dogs that are picked up on the road, and this is to control population to make sure the numbers don't reach the highs that they did in previous years. And something else that we do is fundraising for these camps. So just know when you buy our products or from our bake sales that you are putting in money for these camps. Next slide.
So as the OSC community, there are several ways which you can help. One way would be to, pretty simple, just put a bowl outside of your house which contains either like clean water or dog-friendly food. Please do your research before putting your food out to make sure that the food is good for them. And secondly, you can donate to people that we have worked with for Care for Paws who have made a positive impact. If you scan this QR code, it'll open you to the OSC Care for Paws website. And on this website, there will be contacts for you to donate to these people.
And next slide. Another fundraising that we do is to sell t-shirts. So we ordered these shirts and we tied them ourselves, and they are sale outside if you want to buy them.
Yes, they're out in the foyer for 3,000 rupees, so go ahead and buy them if you haven't already. They would make perfect Christmas gifts.
Yes, they would, Molly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Next up, we have Gecko Inc.
Quickly, before we continue on to the next one, if you were ever a part of Care for Paws or you're currently in Care for Paws, please stand up. Just stand up right now. Can we give these people a massive round of applause?
All right, hey, I'm Ethan,
I'm Dylan.
And I'm Faylene.
and we're the Gecko Inc. Service group. Just to give you a small idea of what we do here in Gecko Inc., our service group focuses on helping disadvantaged Sri Lankan children to develop basic water safety skills. And considering the fact that Sri Lanka is an island, a child's ability to feel safe around water is critical to preventing drownings.
Some things that Gecko Inc. has been doing this semester is actually bringing students into our pool and like teaching them and getting them started on the basics of swimming. We have also had a fundraiser where we sold ice cream with extreme success. We were sold out very quickly. We're raising money so that we can like give the kids we teach lunch packets after they swim with us because like lunch isn't included in their program. There's a video that demonstrates what we've been doing and shows kids having fun learning with us.
Somewhere.
I'll say mine after the video, right?
Yeah, after the video.
There's your video.
If your metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
And hello. Okay. For our next semester, we aim to continue the ice cream sales on every last Wednesday of the month. so look out for sales. We also would like more service members. So if you haven't signed up yet, please consider our service. If you're passionate about helping children, please make sure you are comfortable in the water or comfortable swimming before you sign up. Thank you.
So could everybody who's a part of Gecko Inc. stand up, please, and give them a big round of applause? Thank you.
Okay, OSC's Room to Read.
Thank you. My name is Elise.
And I'm Tony.
Yeah. And we're part of the service Room to Read. What's our goal, Tony?
Oh, we aim to provide local schools in our area with adequate reading spaces and materials to enhance their educational experience.
That's correct. Tony and I have been a part of Room to Read for almost 3 years now. And in those 3 years, we have made significant progress in achieving our goals.
And over the last year, Room to Read has collaborated with Vidyaloka Vidyalaya School to build up their library building from a humble shack to a place where students can read, and it would facilitate the best reading environment for the students.
That's right. And recently, some of our members have visited the newly built building, and we got to meet some of the students as well as receive a tour of the school. And to achieve our goal, we have been conducting lots of fundraisers and receiving donations.
An example of a fundraiser that we've carried out is the karaoke nights, where we raised over 70,000 rupees, and of course all proceedings were sent to Vidyaloka Vidyalaya to help build up their library. It was quite fun to raise all this money by singing and dancing, of course. Other fundraisers would be OSC's second-hand bookstore.
And we've also gained donations to help a local school in Hambantota because we asked people in our school community to give us stationery and uniforms, which we gave to the students, and they're very grateful.
Our Books and Cookies also provided a way to collaborate with other service groups, such as Hope for Kids. When we donated items to help the children, we donated a lot of toys to help the service group.
There's lots of ways for you to help us achieve our goal of helping local schools have safe environments and sufficient library resources.
You can help us achieve our mission by donating to Room to Read.
Thank you.
Okay, so before we move on to the next service which is coming up right now, I have a question. Are you ready? Yes? Okay, which is the... Sorry. Better? Which is the longest running current service group at OSC?
Personally, I have no idea. I'd guess. GeckoNet?
No. Who's next? Okay.
Hope for Kids?
Yes! Congratulations!
Can we have recycling and sustainability, please?
Hi, everybody. I'm Stefan. We have Dasha and Huirong and Shanara. We're members of Recycling and Sustainability, and we'll be talking about what our service has done and what we plan on continuing.
Okay, so this semester we've been able to accomplish a number of achievements with the goal of overall reducing OSC's ecological footprint, and one of our main achievements this semester is just being back on campus and increasing the number of paper and cardboard we've collected. So this semester we've collected over 400 kilos of cardboard and paper within OSC, and this is 400 kilos that would have otherwise just gone to a landfill if our service hadn't been collecting it. So after we collect the recyclables, we then bring them to a scrap dealer outside of campus, and we get 60 rupees per kilo we give to them. And so we've been working on a number of upcoming projects with these funds, and just because of the sustainability service time, we get to explore how sustainability works in other communities outside of school and working in tandem with those.
So in addition to that, we've also collaborated with many other services within OSC. So this semester we collaborated with Housing and Habitat, Eco Schools, Sustainable Gardens, and the Primary School Government Agency. And we've mainly been working on how we can reduce OSC's food waste. So now we bring food waste from the canteen down to the biogas plant, which is used in many other services and classes. Our service, along with several other services, also presented our actions to the FEE, which is the Foundation for Environmental Education. And the FEE were really enthusiastic about our service's actions. They gave us some recommendations, which we plan on working on. And the FEE also granted OSC the Eco Schools Green Flag, which also makes OSC the first school in Sri Lanka to receive the certification. And finally, one of our other achievements is we've been working with primary school to get them also involved with our initiatives. So with the PSGA, we made popcorn and hot chocolate using the gas from the biogas plants. And the children were really excited about this experience, and they asked their teachers to incorporate the biogas plant into several of their lessons.
Okay, so onto some tips. The first tip is to use carbon neutral transport when you're traveling, so using buses or simply just walking or cycling. And the next tip is to not use plastic bags while shopping. Use a tote bag, for example.
And I would also recommend trying out home gardening when you're bored. You can do it with your family members and friends, and it's really fun to see your own little plant growing. And the procedure is quite simple as well. And those who have a yard can also try to plant easy veggies like lettuce, pea, chili, and radish. And last but not least, remember to separate your waste at home. I know many of you do that, some of you don't, but please keep in mind that it's going to facilitate the process where it's separated and recycled and treated differently. And it reduces the amount of waste dumped in the landfill and prevents burning of the toxic trash. And overall, it's going to help the environment a lot. So yeah, we wish you guys a great and sustainable holiday.
Thank you, Recycling and Sustainability. Can we please have Justice? Oh, is there a video?
There's a video.
Can we have Justice and Equality? Service group.
Oh, sorry. As they're coming out to stage, if you were, go to stage. But if you were part of Recycling and Sustainability at any point, please stand up. Please give them a round of applause. Yeah, you may go. Justice and Equality, you may go up. Yes, you may come. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Nayara, and I'm the service leader for Justice and Equality, along with Tishathma, who's not here today. This is Kritika, Hadia, and Lily.
Hi, guys.
We changed our name from Girls to Girls to Justice and Equality because we are fighting for equal rights. Women's rights are human rights, and we are fighting injustice in all its forms. Our former name was Girls for Girls, excluding other genders. In the future, we can be more inclusive and equal group in this fight together. Our new logo represents all genders instead of just representing one. Our group is inclusive. We strive to empower survivors and spread awareness of justice and equality. Whoever you are, or however you identify, you deserve the right to learn and educate yourself on this topic, because it isn't just a problem women face.
Okay, so our future plans for next semester is to spread awareness through our t-shirts that we recently made. Our designs are coming in soon. We want to work towards gender equality, starting with easy access to sanitary products. We also made this wellness basket that we will be putting around school bathrooms. And lastly, we'll arrange events to educate the OSC community about how to help survivors in need. And we also plan to work with other centers with, such as Emerge.
So a common topic discussed in our service is harassment, whether that's sexual harassment or like bullying. So a way in which I think everyone can help is that if you see anyone being harassed on the streets, which is something that's very common, do whatever you can to stop it, whether that's intervening, standing up for the other person, or if it's asking around for help. Another topic that's very commonly addressed is the topic of consent, being able to accept any response after you ask someone for permission. In order to further explain this topic, we would like to show you a video.
If you're still struggling with consent, just imagine instead of initiating sex, you're making them a cup of tea. You say, "Hey, would you like a cup of tea?" And they go, "Oh my God, I would love a cup of tea, thank you." Then you know they want a cup of tea. If you say, "Hey, would you like a cup of tea?" And they're like, I'm not really sure. Then you could make them a cup of tea, or not, but be aware they might not drink it. And if they don't drink it, then, and this is the important part, don't make them drink it. Just because you made it doesn't mean you are entitled to watch them drink it. And if they say no thank you, then don't make them tea at all. Just don't make them tea. Don't make them drink tea. Don't get annoyed at them for not wanting tea. They just don't want tea, okay? They might say, "Yes, please, that's kind of you." And then when the tea arrives, they actually don't want the tea at all. Sure, that's kind of annoying as you've gone to all the effort of making the tea, but they remain under no obligation to drink the tea. They did want tea, now they don't. Some people change their mind in the time that it takes to boil the kettle, brew the tea, and add the milk. And it's okay for people to change their mind. And you are still not entitled to watch them drink it. And if they're unconscious, don't make them tea. Unconscious people don't want tea. And they can't answer the question, "Do you want tea?" because they're unconscious. Okay, maybe they were conscious when you asked them if they wanted tea. And they said yes. But in the time it took you to boil the kettle, brew the tea, and add the milk, they are now unconscious. You should just put the tea down. Make sure the unconscious person is safe. And this is the important part again. Don't make them drink the tea. They said yes then, sure, but unconscious people don't want tea. If someone said yes to tea, started drinking it, and then passed out before they'd finished it, don't keep on pouring it down their throat. Take the tea away. Make sure they're safe, because unconscious people don't want tea. Trust me on this. If someone said yes to tea around your house last Saturday, that doesn't mean they want you to make them tea all the time. They don't want you to come around to their place unexpectedly and make them tea and force them to drink it going, "But you wanted tea last week." Or to wake up to find you pouring tea down their throat going, "But you wanted tea last night." But if you can understand how completely ludicrous it is to force people to have tea when they don't want tea, and you're able to understand when people don't want tea, then how hard is it to understand it when it comes to sex? If you're still struggling with consent, just imagine instead of a...
Oh, the video.
Okay, thank you to the Justice and Equality Service Group. Next, we have the U.S. Peace Corps. Oh. Also, can we try and stick to 5 minutes for each presentation? I'm really sorry, but we're going to run out of time if we don't get through all the service groups. Thank you.
We could get to the next slide. Okay. This. Okay, so that's weird. So we're the U.S. Peace Corps Service Group. I don't understand the pronunciation of Corps either, but basically what we do is we communicate with people or kids from all around Sri Lanka, and we do this. And basically the way sessions work is we go on a Zoom call with kids from all of the different communities throughout Sri Lanka. There's a map on one of the later slides, and then we basically just talk to them about usually very simple topics, like what's your favorite sport type things. And basically the idea is for communication between different people as like a humanizing moment. And I admit that there is sometimes a range of how productive these sessions are, but at the best of times, it is actually very fun and engaging. So Okay, who's next? Someone else.
Yeah, so as Zach said, we work with a range of communities. So we've worked with this many schools. 6 schools, yeah. So we work with 6 different schools. So we've built relationships and talked to these kids from these different schools. And as you can see, they're from all over Sri Lanka. And so these schools, you might have not heard of where they're from. So each school below it has the location of the school. And because they're rural, you might not know where they are. And that's what, so these are the schools we've worked with, yeah.
So these are just a few of our future projects that we're doing here at the U.S. Peace Corps. So we are currently planning a trip to reopen the U.S. Peace Corps Training Center here in Sri Lanka. And while we're here, we're going to organize a day workshop with some of the local students from the schools we're working with, which will consist of games and activities that'll help them improve their English comprehension skills. We're also running donations of school equipment to disperse to the local schools to help them with writing and learning English better. We are also planning new topic sessions for the meetings that we hold. So like he said, we're coming up with new ones to replace the what's your favorite sport.
If you would like to contribute to the program, you can donate. You can give music, CDs, stationery items, easy reading books. You can also raise awareness and work on your conversation skills, and you can contribute time to your local community. If you don't have some of these items here in Sri Lanka, you can bring them back from while you're away over the holidays. Thank you. Woohoo! Well done.
Could everybody from Peace Corps
Good
please
job,
stand
Mango.
up so we can give you all a massive round of applause? So if you're part of Peace Corps at any point, please stand up.
Yeah, can we have SOS Village, please?
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Akhil,
I'm Petra.
I'm Anais.
and our service group is SOS Village. So SOS Village is an orphanage, and we particularly interact with the one in Piliandala. And our service group revolves around teaching the kids from this orphanage basic English and conversational skills, as well as creating a fun, interactive environment with them by playing lots of different games and sports.
Over this semester, we've been able to get the SOS Village kids to come over to OSC, and with them, we've been writing some short stories, reading them out loud, as well as going to the library to get some easy English books to improve their vocabulary. As well, we played some sports with them, went to the playground just to have an interactive and fun way of learning English.
Okay, so how can you help SOS Village? One of the things you can do, you can check your house for any extra resources, like easy English books that have easy vocabulary, so we could donate to them and they could learn English. Another thing you can do is outside in our stall, we have little pieces of paper with kids from SOS Village, and they each have their address on them. So if you go overseas, maybe send them a postcard from the address that's on there, or you could give it to us and we'll give it to them.
And for the postcards, make sure that the language is very easy so they can still read it and then write back to you.
Oh, and you can also make direct donations to the service on the pamphlet. Just put in their address, and yeah, you'll be good. All right. Thank you, guys.
Oh, you have a video. Oh, they've got a video. So before we move on to Hope for Kids, I'm going to ask you another question. So are we ready, OSC? Yes? Okay, are you ready, Anjan? How many service groups do we have at OSC? Okay, how about this? Sit down, Now you know the question. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go, and it all depends on who stands up first. Is that okay? 3, 2, 1, go! Angie, and you decide. Angie, no, you already answered. Angie. Help! We'll do another question after this, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, yeah.
14. Okay.
How much is it?
14.
Correct. We will do another question. Okay. Please don't attack me just
You
yet.
got a t-shirt. There you go.
Okay, let's see if you've been paying attention to some of the presentations. What was the old name for justice and equality? Angie, it's up to you. Angie, it's up to you. Angie, it's up to you. I'm not doing this. Angie, bully Angie, not me.
Okay, pass the mic. Okay. There you go.
Girls for girls.
Yes!
Can we have hope for kids, please?
All right, hi guys. I'm Sharaf.
I'm Avi.
And I'm Avin.
And we are fellow members of the Hope for Kids service group. And mind you, it's for this year. We got some Sri Lankan students, so Jai Veva. Next slide. Okay, so thank you all very much for the successful bed linen drive. We managed to raise 250,000 rupees. So thank you all so much. Yesterday we managed to go and give them off as Christmas gifts to the CCC house, which is our main foundation of focus. And these are some photos of us. The top one is us at our first visit. And then, of course, if you all were there, it was our books and cookies where we did a little bit more into depth of the CCC house. And we have been having a very successful year, as this was the year that we managed to start doing visits to the CCC house for the first time since COVID. So that was a very nice experience. Then we also managed to be, along with Room to Read, one of the partners, one of the sponsorships, whatever you could say, of the gala concert this year, and we managed to raise 16,700 rupees for that, so thank you all very much. Next slide.
The main need for Hope for Kids is like dry rations, so they need coconuts, they need red rice, curcum flour, and so they need 100 coconuts and 25 kilograms of red rice every week, and they use 30 kilograms of curcum flour in 1 month.
This is all for a porridge that they make for the kids. And so what y'all can do is during the holidays, whenever y'all are out abroad, you can contact any one of us, and you can contact the supervisors, Ms. Stella Demir and Ms. Tanuja and Mr. Russo as well. And you can contact them in any way to donate to the CCC house, as it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you all.
Okay, housing and habitat.
All right, so I'm Diat, and
I'm Luca.
And we are Housing and Habitat, and we are a service group that is mainly focused on improving the infrastructure inside and outside of OSC.
Well, we're an ambitious service group who strive to improve our school and our local communities. As a very hands-on service group, we aim to achieve eco-sustainability through practical building skills, such as making garden beds. And what have we done so far this year? Well, we've made 3 garden beds in secondary, primary, and kindergarten. And we've also helped organize the Eco Schools group and get our school Green Flag certified.
All right. Okay, and what are our plans for next year? So we're planning on hosting Home Run 2023 next year. So this is an event that most of you are probably familiar with. It's held annually, and it's a 5K run that is our main source of income. And using these funds, we then hope to improve outside of OSC, because we are currently in a partnership with the Vidyaloka Vidyalaya School. and we hope to improve their infrastructure and help them in any way that we can. So yeah, and we also have a short video to demonstrate what we did so far.
I think you already know why I'm here. So let's just get it over and done with. I'm gonna, for the safety of everybody in this room, I'll ask the question, and then 3, 2, 1, then you may rise. Sit. Like this. Okay, are we ready? Name the 4 sections of the service cycle. 3, 2, 1. I think Jed stood up first.
Section 1, Section 2, Section 3, and Section 4?
No. Okay, are we gonna have another try? You already went. Let's try somebody else. Let's try Tashvi.
Planning, then performing, evaluating, and reflecting.
Ooh, almost.
Come on, just give
Close,
it to
close.
her.
We can have another go. Think, what does Mr. Mack teach you? What do the design teachers teach you? That can help.
Oh yeah. Planning, analyzing, performing, and reflecting.
Yes, that's correct.
See, paying attention in lessons does something.
Can we have the grade 6 sustainable gardens, please?
Who's presenting? Hi, we're from the service group of Sustainable Gardens. I'm Zahari. And I'm Duran.
Gabe.
Sam. Avantika. So we're going to tell you a little bit of what we've been focusing on and like our tips for you during like the holidays. So we've been focusing on ending hunger, sustainable consumption, and biodiversity. And you can see that some of us have been working on like working to make a worm farm and planting gardens.
In even a short time, you can plant even in limited spaces, advocate for the cause, manage waste, and grow food.
Here are some tips that could be useful.
I'm representing the Green Dream team, and our tip is to try to plant your own garden if you ever have time, so that you don't have to so you have your own fresh food, and also to lessen the carbon input in the atmosphere.
It doesn't only take material to plant vegetables and plants. It also takes patience and care.
Our group is the Wiggly Digglies, and And our tip for you is to try to eat less meat because it is hard to digest and it is bad for the environment.
My, I am from the biodiversity team, and my tip is that a lot of the native flora of Sri Lanka doesn't grow in Colombo, so if you want to plant native plants, you should research carefully.
I'm from the Flying Geckos team, and we wanted to grow tomatoes. So our tip for you is that if you ever want to grow tomatoes, you should plant the seeds deeper than you think you should.
So, I'm representing Spicy Leopards. Our biggest takeaway from the sustainable gardens is how important planting plants is, and for the world, and how many goals it relates to. Our biggest tip is to plant things like chili, tomato, garlic, and basil. These are very easy to plant and very helpful in cooking. And we like spicy stuff.
Here we have a video to show you a little bit of what we've been doing.
Can we have the Memory Project Service Group come up, please?
Testing.
Okay, let's. Okay. Okay, as the service leader of Memory Project and not having our other Memory Project service leader, Aaron, here, my name is Seneca. This is.
Hi, I'm Tyler.
Oh, sorry, he has a mic. This is.
Hi, I'm Olau.
And this is.
I'm Sam.
And we are all proud to show you our achievements this Memory Project semester.
I'd like to give I'd like to ask for a round of applause for Miss Eagle because she's not here today because she's taking care of her kid. So.
Let's go, Miss Eagle.
Okay, so what we do is we receive photos from people in underprivileged societies, usually orphanages or refugee camps in Africa or Asia, and we make portraits for them to show our kindness through art. So we send them to them, and we receive videos, and they really enjoy seeing a photo of them because they often don't get those.
Specifically, we did Nigeria this year. Last year, which country did we do? We did Sierra Leone. And okay, so let's show our works.
So this one was made by Tyler. This is just a sketch. It's really great, right? And at the end, we draw a handprint on the back of the artist's hand. This is Tyler's hand. And just a little message about the artist that did it and a heartwarming message for the kid that we drew.
And those are some other artworks that we've made over the course of our service.
You know I'm here. I'm going to ask that we let some of the older kids have a try. As in the nearly adults. So, Josh, this one's correct, right? Which was the first service group to bring visiting students back onto campus? That was Lucy. Yep.
Gecko Wing.
No. Okay, guys, sit down because I don't have 15 eyes. So sit down, and I'll say 3, 2, 1. And whoever stands up first, it's up to you. 3, 2, 1. What do you think? What do you think?
Room to read?
No. Sit down, sit down. We're going to do the 3, 2, 1. Don't sit down on the seats. Ready? 2. No. Let's see, we're all paying attention in math. 3, 2, 1. Akko.
Is it SOS Village?
Yes! Yeah.
Okay, good job. Can we have the Elephant Sanctuary Service Group come up, please?
Okay. Hi guys, I'm Lofty.
I'm Phineas.
And I'm Jaime.
We are part of the Elephant Sanctuary Service Group, and we're going to play a video about the elephants for you.
You guys are just gonna go to the middle.
We will ask you a question once you have watched the video and the answer possible.
You put that down. Okay. Thank you. So, guys, I hope you paid attention because now we're going to ask some questions from the video.
Okay, so the first question we have is, how much food does an elephant eat per day? Okay.
Wait.
Sit down.
Back up. Back up.
Everyone get back. Okay. Give him, just slow down the audience. Guys, get back to your
God,
seat.
that was a mistake.
Get back to your seat. Get back. Okay, 1 second. Okay, next question.
Which sanctuary did we visit?
It looks like Isaac came up first.
The elephant one.
Wrong.
Which sanctuary did we visit?
No.
Elephant sanctuary.
No.
Okay.
Which city did we visit?
Yep, correct. Go give him 10. No, go give him 10. Okay, final question. How much food does an elephant eat per day on average? That's no, how much? Not the amount that. Back up. Everyone sit down. Everyone sit down. Okay, I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1. You're gonna stay on your spot, and whoever I see goes up first, and whoever I see will go. 3, 2, 1. You guys didn't say in your seats. Back up. Okay, so Alex. 145 kilograms. Close enough. It's 150. Thank you.
Okay, Gecko Net.
Alright, so I'm Vinitha and this is
Ethan.
most of this presentation was made by GeckoNet, and what we do is we create content for the community. This year we started making more short form content, as well as like usual stuff like the Antigone teaser. And
If you want to help our service, you can take photos and videos of your service in action over the holidays, which we can use for videos that you could use for yourself and will be posted on Instagram. Why did the chicken cross the road?
To be a part of GeckoNet.
He wanted to get eggs.
Josh, I'm gonna ask a question now. Yeah, if you guys move forward towards me, I'm gonna have to ban you from seeing this stuff, okay? Please stay seated for the safety of everybody. How much money did Care for Paws and Elephant Sanctuary raise at the Animal Market Day? 3, 2, 1. I didn't say 1. Elise.
80K. 85K.
Yeah, correct. Yes!
That's correct.
Please stay seated.
You get a pouch.
Okay,
Yeah.
last but not least, can we have eco schools?
Yes. So, I'm Eloise.
And I'm Sasindu. So our service group is modeled after a 7-step framework for implementing the EcoSchools program, with students taking the lead at each stage, all the while receiving critical advice and guidance from parents, teachers, and other school staff. So we started our journey in 2020, and we have successfully created an EcoSchools committee, conducted environmental reviews, and developed an action plan focusing on the 3 primary themes of biodiversity, climate change, and waste. Yeah. So the action plan sets goals and provides a structured timetable for the reduction of environmental impacts, such as those which were identified in the environmental review. So the curriculum links to sustainability, as well as our commitment to spreading awareness and enacting change as reflected through our Eco School code, which goes as ecologically considerate and kind to our surrounding, reveals that OSC has always been on this path of sustainability. And last month, FEE, the Foundation for Environmental Education, recognized our community's continual effort and dedication to environmental stewardship by awarding us the Eco Schools Green Flag, making OSC the first Eco Schools in Sri Lanka.
Next slide. Okay, can we put the volume up? Okay. So, you might remember that we did a baton relay, and when we did all that running with our Fire Drill buddies, we ran over 30 kilometers. Okay, a bit more noise than that. And I think we really brought across that message to COP27 to the leaders, what we want as a community. So well done, everybody, for that.
So we've also conducted several road and paddy field sweeps in the region surrounding our school. One successful cleanup initiative was the project where we collaborated with another international school to clean up a small portion of the Talangama wetlands. So the waste that was collected was properly sorted and all the recyclable materials were sent to a nearby recycling facility. Another issue that was right under our noses was the constant burning of plastic by our neighbors that occurred on a daily basis. And thanks to the great communicative abilities of the members in our service group, we were finally able to persuade our neighbors to change their habits of managing waste such as plastic.
And the very daunting presentation, during our last block, we sat in a room together, we were on a Zoom call, and we presented every single stage of what we did. And it is in the country. We just don't know where. So it's here somewhere in Sri Lanka. Hopefully it'll be flying above our school and we can see what we've achieved together. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Okay, so thank you for all the service groups who came up and shared with us. Can we just have a round of applause for all the service groups?
Contributed in any way, if that's giving money and donations, if that was you, please stand up. Stay standing. Now, I want you to look to the person next to you and congratulate them for their efforts. And now?
Now I'd like to invite Dr. Meacham to the stand.
Take a seat, everybody.
All right. Thank you, sir. Wow, so impressed. This assembly, this last hour or so of us meeting together and talking about some of the amazing work that you have been doing is, I think, a really great example of the type of community that we are. And I'm just so happy to be here and to be able to spend some time with kids like you and adults like the teachers and all the staff who's here at OSC. It is a really special place. One of the things that is special about our place is how welcoming we are to new people. And the flip side of that is what we do when members of our community leave. And that's a nature of the school, the type of school and the type of community that we have, is we have a lot of ins and outs. So before we dismiss for the end of this semester and into winter break, I want to take a moment to invite our friends who are leaving. We'll go back to that one for a second. Who are departing OSC at the end of today. we have a small gift for them. So we're going to go grade by grade. Our MYP2s are Charlotte and Leo. Come on up here, Charlotte and Leo. Big round of applause. Okay, we have two MYP3s leaving as well. Lucy Russell Davidson and Toby Allport. Come on up here. Big round of applause for them. I'm sorry. Oh, I have it here. Sorry, I just have it on the wrong. Yeah. Who did I say first? Yeah, Lucy, come on up. Lucy Carroll, come on up as well. I have one. Sorry. Sorry, messed up my list there. We have an MYP4 leaving. Connor, come on up here. Connor, big round of applause for Connor. Just turn around and wave. Thank you, Connor. Thank you. Connor already got his gift. Thank you, sir. All right, and also Jude is leaving. Jude, come on up here. All right, big round of applause for our friends who are departing, who are going to be with us for the last day today. All right, remember, goodbyes can be hard, but as long as we really mean see you soon, then that's what we'll do. He's going to be back. Yeah, so we'll have some more goodbyes as well. One other. Yes. Yes, Arthur, stand up. Go. Okay. Apologies. I get multiple lists in there. We'll be sure to recognize everybody who's leaving. So before we do that, though, one of the things that we've been talking about as a faculty is gratitude and showing appreciation for the people around us. A lot of times we have this picture in our mind that people who have everything, people who are wealthy or have good jobs or who have like a supportive family, we imagine that those people feel a great deal of gratitude and are for the things around them. And that's not necessarily the case. And to be happy, you don't need to have things. You need to have connection with people. So you are sitting here in what I would call affinity groups, sitting however you like. So that's probably a good indication that you have some positive feelings for the people who are sitting around you. So take a moment, look to the left, say something positive to the person sitting on your left. All right, turn to your right. Say something positive to the person on your right. Say something that you like about them. Okay, have a seat, have a seat. We'll go. It's okay. All right, so we have, we have a few minutes left. So what I want to do is we're going to exit back through, everybody stay where you are. I know. We're going to exit back through the service fair. So in a moment, I'm going to dismiss service booth runners first so that they can get out to their booths, and then everybody after that. And we're going to go out, we're going to dismiss through the service. So in case you saw these cool T-shirts, you see all sorts of awesome stuff, you can participate on that on your way out as well. A few eco tips for the holiday. Remember, when you're leaving a room, turn off the lights. Try and set the heating and cooling temperature at an appropriate place. Don't heat or cool rooms that you're not in. Keep windows and doors closed. Pick up trash when you see it. Use public transportation as much as possible. Try to carpool if you need to use a car. So I'm glad that you had an opportunity to say thank you to each other. Remember that the adults in this building, the adults that you see every day, we are all here because we care about you. So take a moment and say thank you to your teachers as well. Okay. Yes, exactly. You'll have more opportunities to say thank you. And I want to say as well, I want to say thank you to you. This has been, obviously my first semester here, and I've been so warmly welcomed by you. So I just want to say again, thank you so much. You are the blood and the energy of this entire organization. So big round of applause for yourselves. Thank you. Okay, so first, and we're going to do our countdown. I know there's a traditional countdown. We're going to do it. But first, if you are running a booth, then you can please stand up. If you are running a booth, go ahead and reman your booth. Head back out to your booth. Okay, and for everybody else?
Can we do some more questions of this? Is that okay? It's like 2 questions, that's it.
Okay, all right, and we have, so.
2 more questions.
2 more questions. Then we're going to do our countdown.
So, first of all, how many services are in the Eco Schools Committee? Dasha? Correct. I know what
Okay, we're going to stay seated for these.
And one more. What endangered species has found its home on campus? Primates. Lyndon? Yes?
All right.
Okay, and one more. Let's find one more, I think. Yeah, I've got one more. Where is it? Okay. Hold on, where is it? Oh, yeah. You know what? Who is responsible? Which service group is responsible for making these slides and these videos? Yep.
All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay, everybody have a seat, please.
Okay, in continuation of a tradition that we do in the school, which is the countdown, we would like everyone to be as hype as possible. Okay.
Are you guys ready to do the countdown? Let's hear it!
Let's go 10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Have a fire winter break! That should have been more people.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
So close.
We had Mrs. Cyber though.
Yeah, we have Mr.
You know,